He calls this membership medicine. He is Dr. James Pinkney.
And that's why millennials are going to be the most obese generation.
They had a direct contact with a COVID-19 confirmed patient, then we either send them to the health department or we have them self-quarantine.
Today's Health Connection, as we get ready for back to school, it is important to make sure students are up to date on their vaccinations. Dr. Elizabeth Thomas, a pediatrician with Diamond's Physician, is here.
I sat down with an expert to find out what are the difference between an allergen and a cold.
A cold is a finite viral infection. Usually within 3 to 4 days, it gets better on its own.
We're dealing with influenza type A that is much more worse and symptomatic than type B.
My wife would yell at me because I would yell at her for waking me up, and I'd be like, what are you mad at me for? I didn't do anything right. Is that what I was experiencing?
That's exactly right.
Millennials are spending hours at work, then going home and spending hours on the internet. Sleep is less than it has been in the last 50 years.
So it's the common outpatient antibiotics that we often use.
Concierge medicine is no longer for the super wealthy.
They have higher levels of antibodies, and their immune system is still developing, so the way they respond to these viruses may be a little bit different.
Typical allergies, we talk about hay fever, is talking about watery, itchy eyes, a lot of nasal symptoms of nasal congestion, runny nose, itchy nose, sore throat, itchy throat.
So they've been studied, they're very effective, and they're very safe. Typically, the signs and symptoms are less severe than those of adults. However, young children, especially infants, are vulnerable to this infection.
And I talk to ER doctors all across the country and the world, and nurses. It's bad. Seattle, Detroit, Chicago, New York, Boston, New Jersey. And we have got to do our due diligence or we will be in the exact same situation in 3 months.